Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's a trade of the day, the Monday night slash Tuesday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. And usually I would start with a look at the charts, the day charts for Bitcoin and Ethereum, but one of my alerts just went off. So I'm going to share my screen, look at that real quick. And the alert is
Hey, John. See,
Cardano. And the RTI alert has gone off. So this broke above the 80 and then dipped down, let's say semi-aggressively. So if you're interested in short trading something, this might be the way to go. I would like it better if it were closer to resistance. It's pretty close to support. It's not an area I usually want to short. Don't short at support. 1.7% to the green zone. It's not bad, but I think I'm gonna pass on this one. All right, let's go to what we usually do and start with the charts overall. It's my Bitcoin day chart, and we've been dipping down last few days. 92.6 at the moment. We're right at the EMA 20 and 50, which seem to be sitting on top of each other. Still pretty far below the EMA 200. There was news. Well, we'll go to Twitter in a minute, but we'll talk about overall news. Let's do that now. So there was more Trump tariff headlines. He wants to buy Greenland and wants the Europeans to endorse that. I think Greenland is a territory of Denmark. He seems to think it's necessary for national security. And the crypto market was the only one that open at the time due to the holiday, the Martin Luther King Day. So it fell pretty hard, and that brought down the market, but it has recovered pretty well. To go over here to crypto bubbles, it's mostly green, and Maker with a really good day. So anyway, more tariff drama drops the market, makes the market overall, well, the crypto market drop, but it tends to bounce back from these things. So I think they're buying opportunities. If you're more of a day or swing or long-term hodler, these can be good times to get in. As a day trader, I was in a trade, it dipped, took a bought another position, then it recovered, and I made a nice little profit on that. That was on optimism yesterday. So not bad overall, I think. Ethereum also with the EMA 20 and 50 overlapping. A little closer to the 200 though. Yeah, about 4% and change under it. So markets dipped slightly, but not horribly so. All right. Well, let's go over to our free information sources, see if we can find some coins to track and some day trades and swing trades to make. So on crypto bubbles, I had set an alert on ADA. That's the alert just went off. Okay, I've got to.
And it doesn't make sense because it's like should be automatic, but the way you say it.
I've got to stop my share and mute
I'm
all.
working on Metal Storm too.
Okay, if you join the call, please be muted if you have background noise. Thank you. All right, back to my share. And we were looking on crypto bubbles. I think I saw Cardano on a different sort. So we'll get back to that later. For now, we'll look at what could be worthwhile following. Maker is interesting. I bought that as a swing last year and it didn't do anything. It was like practically a stable coin. So let's look at that one. I ended up selling it. Even took it off my list. I was annoyed with it. So let's look at, well, look at the Binance chart, or maybe we won't. All right. It's not on many options to trade. So it's on Coinbase, I guess, but
Is
I
it
didn't
on
see that come
Coinbase?
up. Pardon?
I was going to say the same thing, Coinbase.
Yeah. I don't see it here in the list.
Hmm.
All right, well, I'll use this chart, and we think it's on Coinbase, may or may not be. So on the 15-minute chart is a day trade. It's hanging around the middle, the RTI. Quick review of my day trading layout. I've got supply and demand visible range by Lux Algo for support and resistance. Resistance, the red zone, support, the green zone. RTI relative trend index I use for alerts and entries. I like the dip below the 20 in the recovery, and the break above the 80 and the dip back down as longs and shorts. So a good example of that is here's a dip below the 20 and it breaks back up right about here. So get in, dips again a little bit, but eventually it's up over 4%. That's a pretty good day trade. But right now we're sitting at the middle. So if you want to catch the next dip or the next break above the 80, which happened here, and then it dipped pretty hard, came down 5.5%. Either of those trades would be good if you're trading on um on a leverage exchange. If you're just trading spot, you're doing long positions. So we'll look at that too. So to trade both ways, you'll enter a channel, 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. If you're trading spot, you're going to go crossing up on the 20. So crossing up on the 20 for spot and entering a channel for both directions. So message, I usually use the information source, and TradingView will remember the last few that you've chosen. So I'll click on crypto bubbles, notifications, notifying the app on my smartphone, toast notification will pop up on my laptop, play a sound also on my laptop. There's a few sounds to choose from. I like this 3 notes reverb. You just heard it a few minutes ago. Click create and you're good to go. You can catch the next dip or pump on Maker. Now, if you're more of a longer term trader, you want to trade, say, swing trades over several days, this is the layout I use for that, though I don't swing trade very often, but the support and resistance are the same. I'm using SuperTrend for entries and Trendilo LSMA, moving average indicator for confirmation. At the moment, on the 1 hour chart, we're in a sell, and Trendilo is pointing down, so that's more of a negative move. If you want to catch the next buy cycle, right click on the SuperTrend, click on the alert, and you can leave it on direction change if you want to trade both directions. Choose buy if you want to take a long position, and the rest is the same. So you may want to choose a different sound. I usually use handbell for my day trades. All right, well, that's it for Maker. What else can we look at? River, Midnight, Quant. That's another one I traded last year. Usually hangs around $100. Looks like it's dipped into the 70s and broke back up into the 80s. Cosmos is coming back. That one's been beaten down. Optimism I traded yesterday. Polkadot and Render. Those guys are due. Pumped Out Fun. Anyways, a lot to choose from that I like to trade. Zcash, Hedara, ETC, BNB, Doge, Stellar. Those are all coins I trade from time to time. Let's look at HBAR, Hedera. So this took the dip that I described earlier and is trending up, though mostly sideways. It did break above the 80 and dip back down again. That was this move here, but didn't really show much in the candle action. So it's hanging around the middle right now. Right click on this, add an alert, enter a channel. I think I'll go 80 and 20 on this one. Crypto bubbles, and good to go. And my rectangle is there. So just a quick review. If it breaks above the 80 and dips back down again, I'll get an alert when it dips. If it breaks below the 20 and back up, then I'll get an alert when it breaks back up. And I can look at the market overall and Bitcoin and see if I want to make that trade. Okay, let's look at this as a swing. Okay, this is perfect for the indicators. The candle action is a little against us, but we're in the green zone. The buy signal is printed, and the Trendilo LSMA is pointing up, but our candle action is trending down. But if you got in now, about 9% to this resistance, a little over 10 to this one, and then to the red zone, 14%. 14% in 5 days is a pretty good swing trade. These are the shorter term swing trades I like to make. So if you are so inclined, that one looks ready to me. Not financial advice. All right, so that's H bar. Let's go to a different source, CoinGecko. We'll see some overlap with this, but see some new contenders as well. So I'm going to sort by 24 hours, see what to look at. Pi network. Maybe I'll look at one I don't usually trade. And see what we can see. Okay, it's on a few exchanges. It's on MaxC. Let's look at the MaxC chart. Okay, just took the dip like all the coins did, and then went sideways, and it did have a bounce after that. RTI is above the 80 at the moment. I don't know if you can short this, so I'd suggest an alert on the RTI with a dip below the 50 or the 20 and a recovery. That might be the time to get in. So right click, crossing up, on the 20, just to be safe. Yeah, coin gecko. And 3 notes reverb, and then you're good to go for your alert on Pi if you want to trade that. All right, is a swing on the hour chart. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We've got a buy signal on the SuperTrend, Trendilo pointing up, emerging out of the green zone. So this candle is red, but the predecessors are green. And to the red zone, about 8% in 5 days. I think the prior one we looked at is a better contender for this, but this one's not bad. So the 4-hour chart is still a go in the green zone on the 4-hour chart. And to the red zone is about 10% in 14 days. Not as much as I would like, so I would probably pass on this as a swing trade, but has potential as a day trade. Okay, let's see what else. Pump.fun. Let's look at that one. Pump. It's on Coinbase. So we'll look at this as a spot trade as well. So we're above the 80 now, or right at the 80. Just dip below. So, but you can see when it dipped down and then broke back up, made a decent move. It happened about here. Dipped a little and came up. Yeah, 5.5% in 15 hours. That's pretty good day trade. So I kind of like this one if it dips down below the 20 again. So set that alert accordingly if you're interested on the swing. Indicator wise, swing looks pretty good now, but we have negative candle action last 3 hours. Got in now, went to the red zone. 16% in 2 days is an outstanding swing trade. So that's one you might want to check out. If you want to wait, if you want to see a stronger move, you might want to set a price alert, like have it break above this recent high, get in right about here, about 2687, and then take it from there. So, all right, that's pump.fun and coingecko.com. And then the last one we usually look at is CoinMarketCap, the community sentiment area. This is just what people in this community are focused on, what they like and what they don't like. So they have a top 10 most bullish sentiment, top 10 most bearish. I'm wondering if this is political because Trump's been here #1 most bearish for a while. But they also seem to dislike Zcash. Maybe it's run its course. Bonk. Unfortunately, I'm in a leftover swing trade on that one. The H bar I like. That is sort of interesting. So those are coins you can check out. On the bullish side, we have some coins that have been beaten down. Dot, Cardano, older projects, Dash, Solana, XRP. So let's look at Solana. It's one people tend to like. I day trade in this one quite a bit. So the big dip yesterday, then pretty much sideways since. Yeah. I've got my alert set, so it looks like it wants to dip below the 20 and come back up. If it does that, I'll take a long. Yeah, so set your alert on this one. I've got mine in it already. Let's look at a swing. On this one, the setup looks pretty good. We just don't have the SuperTrend agreeing with us yet. I think I'll set an alert on this. So SuperTrend buy only once. And coin market cap sentiment. Then I'll change my sound to handbell. Click create. So when the SuperTrend kicks in, I'll have that alert, and then probably be right around here somewhere to the red zone. Try to get that 10%. 10% in 5 days. It's a pretty good swing. So that looks pretty good to me. Again, not financial advice. This is just how I trade. So, all right, running a little early. Let's look at one more. Let's look at Dodd. I haven't looked at that one in a long time. Okay, looks like the others actually. And it dipped above what it broke above the 80, then it's dipping down from there. So, but we're pretty close to the green zone now. 3.5%, so there's room. Could be a short. Yeah, have to think about that. Okay, any coins you guys want to look at? All right. My window is not coming up. Ah, there we go. Okay, I don't think I'm sharing. Stop share. There we go. My Zoom controls went a little haywire there. Okay, well, I'll wrap it up here then. And looks like a few people joined me after I started. thanks for you folks for showing up live. If you're watching on the recording, I appreciate that as well, but I'd rather see you live. Check out the opportunities in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. You guys have a good trading week. I will see you Thursday night / Friday morning. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.